Okay, so the Pittsburgh Steelers will play the Baltimore Ravens on Sunday Night Football for the division. Both of these teams did not play each other that long ago. They played a couple weeks ago on December 7th. And in that game, there was obviously that controversial overturned touchdown by Isaiah Likely, which ended up costing the Ravens the game. But in that game, there was some good positives from the Ravens. They did a great job rushing the ball. They had over 200 rushing yards in that game. Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, and Keaton Mitchell did a lot of the work for them. However, Lamar Jackson did struggle as a passer in that game. He was only 19 for 35. The Steelers' pass rush did do a decent job getting to Lamar, making him uncomfortable. But obviously, Lamar Jackson still looked hurt from that hamstring injury. He did not look like himself. And I think that was one of the main reasons why Lamar Jackson didn't play the greatest in that game. Not to mention the Ravens' offensive line this year just has not been great like in years past. And you can say a lot of the same things with the Steelers coaching. I mean, last week against the Browns, I mean, that was just one of the weirder losses of the season. I mean, at the very end of the game, they targeted Denzel Ward three straight times in the red zone to MVS, thinking like he's prime Larry Fitzgerald. And in that game, they just played it very safe. I mean, they were not very aggressive going down the field. It really seemed like they were trying to not get Myles Garrett to get the sack record in that game. And that's what a lot of people have also been saying online. I know it's not an original thing that I'm saying, but they did play it very safe. And they're going to be without DK Metcalf for the second straight game. And that's going to be very crucial because they just lost Darnell Washington as well, who has been really stepping up in the tight end spot the past couple of weeks. So it's going to be very difficult for the Steelers to get anything going in the passing attack. Aaron Rodgers doesn't have many guys to throw to right now. And the rushing attack has been inconsistent all season long. Kenneth Gainwell has done a decent job throughout the season, but they don't have a reliable running attack. And if they're not going to get any reliable offense from this team, it's going to be tough for them to get a win. This does seem like a game that the Ravens should win, and it feels like on paper just their ability to run the ball and make things tough for the Steelers defense and just doing simple passes with Zay Flowers and getting Mark Andrews involved. It just seems like they're the better team and have the more offensive talent. I know they don't have Lamar Jackson potentially, but they just have way more going for them right now. And the Steelers are also going to be without TJ Watt on the defensive side of the ball. They just have a lot of crucial injuries going into this game. And to me, that's going to make it very hard for the Steelers to get a W in this game. The Ravens should take a similar approach they did last week against the Packers and just give the ball a lot to Derrick Henry against this bad Steelers run defense. But we all know with John Harbaugh not to expect anything normal with this team. I mean, this team struggles making any adjustments, and they just do a really bad job when they're holding leads late in the game. They're always blowing leads and giving teams opportunities to come back. They struggle closing games, and John Harbaugh just does not do a good job utilizing his players to their best advantage. Against the New England Patriots, they did not use Derrick Henry at all in that second half, and their running attack in that game was not very great after the first half. And you can say a lot of the same things with the Steelers coaching. As the Steelers, I feel like always play under the competition like they did against the Browns last week, and just they played very conservative and kept it very safe. And targeting Denzel Ward three times in a row is just a real head scratcher. I mean, that's the one guy you wouldn't want to continue to throw to, especially when the guy you're throwing to is MVS, man. For the Steelers, the receiving corps is going to be very light. They're going to be without Darnell Washington, who has really stepped up in the past couple weeks in the tight end spot. And they're also going to be without DK Metcalf for the second game in a row after that suspension he faced for punching the fan against the Lions. It's going to be really hard to get things going in the passing attack. They're going to have to really utilize Kenneth Gainwell more as a pass catcher instead of being a running back. I'll be interested to see the Ravens' defensive line against the Steelers' offensive line this game because last time they played, they did a great job stopping the run. The Steelers only had 34 rushing yards in that game. But truthfully, either of these teams have not been great this season. They both have had a lot of flaws, and they've both had really bad moments this season, a lot of inconsistencies. It did finally seem like the Steelers maybe had some momentum to win the division after that impressive win against the Lions, but they just completely fell apart. So I don't really know what to expect in this game. I'm going to lean towards the Ravens. I think they have more talent on the offensive side of the ball, and I think they'll do a good job running against the Steelers' run defense, who also will be without TJ Watt once again with a collapsed lung. Maybe Tyler Huntley doesn't play well, or when Lamar Jackson's playing, he just looks really hurt, and the Steelers maybe be able to win that game. I'm just not really sure. I mean, like I said, these are not really great teams, and one of these teams will probably just lose to the Texans or the Jaguars or something in the first round of the playoffs. And also, no, for anybody that's wondering, I don't think Mike Tomlin or John Harbaugh will get fired after this season, no matter how disastrous both these team seasons have been. But that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Who do you guys have in winning this game? Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe for more football content. Peace.